Okay. Oh, hello. 1 second, ma'am.
Good morning to all. Good morning.
Mr. Khan, good morning.
Very good morning, sir.
Good morning to all of you.
Yeah, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, all participants.
Good morning, ma'am.
So we have totally 1,200 participants registered. So I request all of them to join the meeting quickly. चलो जा रही हूँ मैं. So, okay, we'll start the program. Anyway, good morning to all. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today. My name is Sudhamani, lecturer, Government GRICP, Bangalore, and I want to appreciate you all for making time to watch our webinar today. It's especially a great moment for us to have with us Shri Suryakant sir, our keynote speaker. The webinar has been designed to introduce to understand how to make wise financial decisions and have access to resources. To give a brief note of session content is that firstly, my colleague Samiullah Khan sir will give a brief note on our college because many of them will not be knowing about our college. Then welcome address by our principal madam, Mrs. Meera Bai. Then theme speech by our keynote speaker, Suryakant sir, followed by interaction session. We have a chat box to source your queries. Please feel free to drop questions on the topic. At the end, vote of thanks by Mr. Samiullah Khan sir. After the session, you need to fill the feedback forms to get e-certificates. I'm sure that all of you will feel enriched with knowledge after completion of this event. Now I request Samiullah Khan sir to introduce our college to the participants.
Good morning to one and all. Thank you to each and every one of being here with us today. This is Samiullah Khan, Senior Faculty of the Government Giridhar Ram Narayan Institute of Commercial Practice, Bangalore. I'm here to give the introduction about our institute, Government Giridhar Ram Narayan Institute of Commercial Practice, Bangalore, popularly known as GRICP, is a well-known institute, particularly among the professional assistant, private secretaries, stenographers, and office assistants in the most of the government officers, both state government and central government, and private companies, firms, MNCs also. This institute is located in the heart of the city in the SDP campus, Sheshadri Road, Bangalore 1, next to our Vidhan Sauda. The institute was established in the year 1968 and celebrated Golden Jubilee in the year 2018. And the institute land was donated by the well-known industrialist Shri Giridhar Ram Narayan, so that our institute name itself is a Giridhar Ram Narayan Institute of Commercial Practice. The students here are admitted after the 10th examination of the State Board, ICSE and CBSE. Being a government institute, merit and reservation are only the criteria for the admission. At present, our intake is a 200 per year, and it is for 3 years, it is a 600. Now, the government GRICP holds a unique position among the institution, has its only the polytechnic in the state, which offers only the one course called the commercial practice in the entire state. Every year, the student tops the list for bagging the maximum number of the ranks and the distinctions, and got the placement in the government and the private sectors. It is my pleasure to inform you all that our students are placed in majorly in the government sectors as a stenographers or the typist in a Vidhan Sabha, in a court and other government departments. Thank you one and all. I hand over my mic, this mic to Sudhamani Madam, and request her to continue.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Now I request our principal madam to give a welcome address.
Good morning, all. I'm here to give welcome speech for national webinar organized on financial empowerment through health creation.
Just a moment. There is a technical error. Once again.
Sorry. Good morning, all. I'm here to give welcome speech for national webinar organized on financial empowerment through health creation. I would like to welcome our regarded keynote speaker, Shri Suryakant Sharma, Senior Consultant, Association of Mutual Funds in India, former DGM SEBI, who acknowledged our invitation to direct this webinar for all of us. We welcome you, sir. Next, our Commissioner, sir, Shri Pradeep P., Department of Collegiate and Technical Education, Government of Karnataka. Next, Shri Ravichandran, sir, Director, Department of Technical Education, Government of Karnataka. Commissioner and Director are unable to attend this program since they are very busy in their valuable schedule. And also, I welcome all the participants and colleagues for attending this webinar. I believe this webinar is keen and more useful to all our participants. Thank you all. Next, over to our Sudhamani, co-convener of this webinar. Thank you one and all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, madam. It's a great pleasure for me to speak today, who is going to talk to us about financial empowerment and wealth creation. Mr. Suryakant Sharma is a commerce graduate and master's in law with a specialization in corporate laws. He is also a chartered associate. Sorry, once again. It's my pleasure to introduce the keynote speaker of today's webinar. Mr. Suryakant Sharma is a commerce graduate and master's in law with specialization in corporate laws. He is also chartered associate of Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. Shri Sharma has over 35 years of experience in banking and finance and securities market and has served in a leading financial institution. Thereafter in Department of Financial Services, Ministry of Finance, Government of India, and finally in SEBI. Shri Sharma joined Securities and Exchange Board of India in the year 2003 and served there for more than 15 years, has served in different departments of SEBI. Lastly, in addition to other assignments, he was DGM in charge of Office of Investor Awareness and Education in SEBI's Northern region for more than 5 years. Shri Sharma is also a member of working group of NCERT for developing vocational courses on mutual funds for students of 11th and 12th classes. Shri Sharma also mentor of few NGOs working for financial literacy and investor awareness in the country. Under his supervision, more than 15,000 financial literacy and investor awareness programs were conducted across North India, and he himself has addressed as guest speaker in more than 600 IAPS. After superannuation from SEBI in 2019, he has joined Association of Mutual in India, an apex body of mutual fund in India, as a senior consultant North India. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Suryakant Sharma. So, please, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much, Dr. Sudha Mani, for giving my introduction to the participants. Respected Commissioner and Director of the Technical Education of Karnataka, respected Principal Ma'am, Dr. S. Meera Bai, and my friend, Mr. Samiullah Khan, sir, who has been instrumental in organizing this program in your institution. So I'm thankful to Mr. Khan for giving us opportunity to be with all of you, of course, through this platform only. But next time we will be more than happy to come to your institute in physically also, so that we can interact with your faculty members and the staff members in a more impactful manner. 2-3 things I wish to mention, Principal Ma'am, here before I start my session. The first is, this session is from Association of Mutual Funds in India, which is an apex body of mutual funds in India. But respected Principal Ma'am, this is not a marketing event or a promotional event of mutual funds. I want to make it very clear at the outset. This is purely an investor awareness program, Mr. Nataraja. The purpose of this program is just to sensitize investors and potential investors about the importance of financial, personal finance management in their lives. Secondly, as this program is for the participants, I will be more than happy if the students particularly can just keep one notebook and paper, pencil, pen with them, so then they can note down anything they found, new idea or new information, which they can explore through Google and websites. Natarajan sir, you will agree with me, now we are flooded with the information. Everywhere information is there. On websites, on Google, everything is available. So the purpose is just to sensitize them, just to encourage them to go deeper into the subject. Because this subject is very important of this program. And thirdly, as Sudha Mani ma'am just mentioned, I will be more than happy if more and more questions come from the participants, because that will be a reflection that they have taken interest into the subject and they know a little bit more about the subject, what I am speaking on the subject. So feel free to ask the question. You can put your question in the chat box if you wish. And once my session is over, Mr. Khan will make the town hall open. Anybody can just raise the hand and ask the question. We will try to give answer to his or her satisfaction. And I will try to make my session, Natarajan sir, as simple as I can. I will not make it a technical session because students or even some participant may not be interested into about the theory, technicalities of the personal finance management. They are more interested to know how I can make money, how I can be prosper. That should be the main concern of most of the participants. Mr. Dhanush, just keep your hands off. Once my session is over, you can raise the hand. We will give and we will answer your question if you have any. The topic today given, Principal Ma'am has given to me is financial empowerment through wealth creation. And I can segment this topic into two. One is financial empowerment and other one is wealth creation. And to me, Natarajan sir, financial empowerment simply means that I should have money when I need it. That is financial empowerment of an individual. And we need money not in one go in our life, sir. We will need money at many times for many big things in our life. That is why financial empowerment is necessary. Now, the second segment of the session is wealth creation. And to me, again, Nataraja sir, wealth creation simply means my money should make money for me. That is simplest definition of wealth creation. So I will have money, I will earn money, I will save money, I will invest money. But the purpose of saving and investment is very simple but very important. Whatever I have saved, whatever I have invested, that segment of money should earn money for me. And unfortunately, Principal sir, because I'm getting your name only, I'm not getting your name only, Principal is there. Unfortunately, sir, we middle class person hardly think about wealth creation, hardly think. Because what we have deep-rooted thinking is, sir, this is not the domain of middle class, salary class person. Wealth creation is the domain of big businessmen, industrialists. It is not the case, sir. Now we should change our thinking. Now I can't request it to Natarajan sir or a Principal ma'am, but I can definitely request young students, your young faculty members, please change this thinking that we can't create wealth. We can definitely also create wealth, and we will have to create wealth, because financial empowerment, Nataraja sir, is only possible through wealth creation. There is no other shortcut. There is no other way. That is why, Natarajachari sir, financial empowerment through wealth creation is very, very important. And we will discuss this topic in detail. And Mr. Khan, if you keep your video on, I will be happy, because I will be interacting with the participant through you and other co-convener. So, what is the main source of money, Natarajan sir, for all of us, particularly those who are middle class, salary class person? The main source of money is our salary, which we earn from our employer. In most of the cases, if you are teacher, you are getting a salary from your college. If you are in some government department, you are earning through your government is giving you salary. If you are in some private job, definitely you will be giving to you. So the salary is the main source of income for most of us. And what we do, Principal ma'am, with the salary which we get from employer, a majority of our salary goes into taking care of our regular and monthly expenses. Taking care of kids, taking care of ration, taking care of travel, a lot of other things keep happening in our life on regular basis, on monthly basis. So a majority of our salary goes into taking care of our regular expenses. But Chari sir, you are a very seasoned and senior person. you must be aware that we Indians have a unique habit. That is indeed a very unique habit. And what is that, Principal Ma'am? And that is in our DNA, that is our blood. Every Indian try to take away some money out of their regular income, which they don't spend. Every Indian. May they be earning 10,000, they may be earning 50,000, or may they be earning 1 lakh. So we always try to take away some money out of our regular income, Natarajan sir. And the money which we don't spend out of our regular income, it is called savings. And we are all savers. We Indians have a typical DNA, typical thing in our blood. Every Indian family try to save as much as money they can save. Of course, it is difficult when your salary is not much, when you are not earning well. But still we sincerely, even a person or even a family who are earning 10,000 a month will definitely sincerely try to take away 500 or 700 or 1,000 rupees out of their regular income. So saving is in our blood. And Principal Ma'am, you might be aware, Indians are still one of the best savers in the world. We as a community is regarded as one of the best savers in the world. But two things lack here. And I will request particularly students to understand what I am saying now. You will be saving definitely. But two things lacks with my generation and generation of Natarajan sir and Principal Ma'am. And the first thing is, we try to save, but we were not regular in saving. Little bit casual. In the sense that this month I might have 10,000, next month it might be 8,000, third month it might be 12,000, and fourth month it might be even 0 or 2,000. Of course, region might have been there. I'm not going into the regions. But what I am emphasizing here to all young participants, even young faculty members, please identify an amount of saving which you can comfortably save out of your regular income. And Chari sir, I am not giving any prescription that you should save 20%, 30%, 40%, because it is not practical. Because every family has got different circumstances. Every family has got different obligations. Every family has got different income. That is what I am emphasizing here. Please identify an amount which you can comfortably save. Suppose a family says that my income is 50,000 and my monthly expenses are 40,000. So what they indirectly saying is that they can save 10,000. Then, Mr. Khan, my request is very simple but emphatic. Please do save this amount without fail. Come what may. Every month religiously you should save this amount. Of course, not a easy task, Chari sir, we appreciate. But it is not impossible. It is possible. Provided we develop a discipline, provided we make a commitment with ourselves, come what may, we will save this amount. For the first request to young participants, please identify an amount of saving, and I'm leaving it to you. I'm not saying anything. I'm leaving it to you. You decide. But then religiously save that amount without fail. This should be the first request I'm making to the young participants. Second thing relating to saving is, please keep increasing your saving minimum by 10% every year. And Chari sir knows it very well how it is possible. It is possible, sir, because we get increment, we get increase in our salary, we get increase in our allowances. In between, we also get promotion, career progression, all these things happening in our life. That is why the second thing about saving is, please keep increasing every year minimum by 10% you are saving. Suppose this year you are saving 10,000 a month, then Principal Ma'am, next year it should be 11,000 a month. And third year it should be 12,100. Likewise, every year we should keep increasing, Dr. Sarfaraj. I know, again, it is not an easy task. But Dr. Sarfaraj Javed sir, you will agree with me that it is not impossible. And we have to do something which is not impossible. We have to work hard for that because we want to enjoy our life. And most of the enjoyment comes through money only, sir. Cherry, sir, you will agree with me. Emotions apart. Most of the things come through money only because we need money in our life. At every moment of life, we need money. That is why second thing is keep increasing your saving minimum by 10% every year. And these two small things, Mr. Javed, it looks very small, but this is the most important and rather foundation stone of your successful life as far as your money is concerned.
Yes.
So please keep thinking about identify an amount of saving at the beginning of your career and never bother. Generally, people, Chari sir, what people say at the beginning of their career, are sir, what I am earning, nothing. What I will save, nothing. Meager 500 rupees, 1,000 rupees. What it will make difference, Mr. Javed? It will make big difference. Never think that you can't save big amount, so you should not spend. You should not save. No, that is not a wrong notion. That is a wrong thing. Start even with 500 rupees. Start with even 1,000 rupees. Because 1,000 rupees is going to be lakhs of rupees down the line after 15, 20 years. That is why never shy of saving even a small amount. You should be regular. You should develop a discipline. Now, the second thing, Chari sir, I want to tell the young participants, of course, they will save and we have to save. There is no option of it. What we do with the savings which we are making every month, Mr. Javed? What do we do? There are two options. One option which a foolish person like me will only do. What I might be doing, I am saving religiously. I am saving the particular amount which I have identified, Chari sir. But what I am foolishly doing, I am taking out that money of saving from my bank account where I get salary, count it, feel happy, and keep it that in a box at home every month. Religiously, I am doing it, or I am leaving that saving amount in my bank account. My dear young participants, I want to make it very clear to all of you. Never, never, never do this practice. Keeping your savings at home or in a savings bank account is a gross injustice, Chari sir, not only to ourselves, not only to our family, but to our country as a whole. Never, never put your savings in a box at home or in bank account. Naturally, and then people will ask me then what to do, sir. Yes, there is an option, my dear participant. And the option is, Chari sir, we should put our savings through a process. Number one, in acquisition of some assets, value of which will increase in future. We should put our saving principle, sir, into some acquisition of some assets, value of which will increase in future, and we should put our savings into some financial instrument which will give us periodical and regular return in future. And the process of putting your savings into some assets or in financial instrument, Chari sir, it is called investment. इसे हम निवेश कहते हैं. So we should not only necessarily, Chari sir, have to be saver, but we also have to be investor. So please think very seriously that we should not only save, because without saving, Chari sir, what we will invest? But we should not stop at saving. We must put our savings into investment mode. And what is the purpose of investment, sir? My money should make money for me. मुझे मेरा पैसा भी मुझे पैसा कमा कर दे. My money should also earn money for me. That is the only purpose of investment. So we should not only be saver but also investor. And per chance, Chari sir, we are all investor also, because we are all putting our money one or other product. We are all putting our money. Some may be in real estate, some may be in gold, some may be in share market, or some in other products. So we are not only savers, but we are all investors as well. But unfortunately, Chari sir, I don't know whether you will agree with me or not. Unfortunately, most of the middle class, salary class person, principal ma'am, despite their sincere efforts in saving and investment, Chari sir, we just remain money accumulators in our life. We don't become wealth creators. I'm using principal sir here two words. We just remain money accumulators. We don't become wealth creators.
Yes.
But unfortunately, only through wealth creation we will be financially empowered, not through money accumulation. Please mind it. But most of the middle class, salary class person just remain money accumulators in their life. And even Chari sir, top of it, they don't accept it. They don't accept it. No, I know everything about the money. I know everything about the finance. Whatever I am doing is okay. This is the perception they have then in their mind. But unfortunately, most of the middle class, particularly salary class person, they just remain money accumulators. They don't become wealth creators. So first, I should give you a difference. What is money accumulation and what is wealth creation? And Chari sir, for that, I will try to take a very simple example of bank fixed deposit, bank FD. Why I am taking this example, Mr. Khan? The purpose is very simple, because even your students might be aware about the bank FD. They might not have done bank FD, but their parents must have done, or they know about the bank. That is why I am taking the example of bank FD. And Chari sir, kindly permit me to take your name in this example.
Sir.
Suppose Chari sir has got 1 lakh rupees with him. Of course, he has got much more money than that. But just for example's sake, Mr. Chari has got 1 lakh rupees with him, and he goes for a good bank for 1 year bank FD, bank fixed deposit. And FD simply means giving our money to the bank. They will give some interest to us, and after that period, money will be given back to us. This is the simple purpose of FD. So Mr. Chari goes for a 1 year bank FD of 1 lakh rupees. And Chari sir, you might be aware the present rate of interest is around 5.5%. We take it 6%.
6%.
We take it 6%.
6%.
So after 1 year, when I meet
0.5.
Mr. Chari and just ask her, but sir, what happened to your FD, which you had made for 1 year of 1 lakh rupees? Mr. Chari is very happy. He has shine in his eyes. He says, and his answer is very correct. He says that bank has given me 6,000 rupees as bank interest, and bank has given back my money to me. This will be your answer, sir, after 1 year. And Mr. Chari is happy. When I again asked her, sir, are you right? Mr. Chari might got annoyed. He said, yeah, I am absolutely right. You can see my passbook. Bank has given me a credit of 6,000 rupees as bank interest on FD, and has given back my money of 1 lakh rupees. And you are right. Sir, you are right, but you are not right. This is the only thing I want to explain to the participant. Please do understand what I am saying in next 5 minutes to all of you. Mr. Chari is very happy when he earned 6,000 rupees. But Mr. Chari, and to all participants, I want to make it clear, the 6,000 on which he is very happy is his notional return only. It is not real return. It is his notional return. Why is it notional return? Because he didn't look into two very important factors while analyzing return on his investment. And Mr. Chari, bank FD is also an investment. You will agree with me. That is why I am telling you that this is very important thing that we should analyze. We should analyze two very important factors while analyzing return. The first and most important factor, Mr. Chari, is inflation, mehengai. We always talk about inflation day in, day out, at home, in office, everywhere, because we are sufferer of inflation. Inflation affect our life deeply. But when we analyze our return, we simply forget inflation. And what is inflation, my dear friends? inflation is nothing, Chari sir. Inflation is increase in the prices of goods, item or services over a period of time. Am I right, sir? It is a simple definition of inflation. Inflation is nothing but increase in the prices of goods, item or services over a period of time. So last year when you were going for bank FD of 1 year, 1 lakh rupees, had you not gone for bank FD and you could have purchased some item, goods or might have availed some services of that 1 lakh rupees, sir, you just tell me, would you be able to get same item, same goods and same services after 1 lakh rupees or after 1 year at 1 lakh rupees? Would you? No. Your answer is very simple. No, it will not be possible. Because of inflation, prices of those items have increased. And suppose, sir, during this period, the inflation rate has been 5%. Suppose. Then what does it simply mean? That last year, whatever you could have purchased at 1 lakh rupees, for the same item, same goods, after 1 year, you will have to pay 1,05,000 rupees. Because the inflation rate has been 5%. Now you see, sir, you were very happy when you got 6,000 rupees. But in reality, sir, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation. So out of 6,000, 5,000 has been inflation by the inflation. But still Mr. Chari is happy. He says, no problem. Okay, let it be. But still I have got 1,000 rupees. No, sir. Another factor is there. And that is most of the return on income or investment, Chari sir, Government of India takes income tax or capital gain like that, sir. Most of them. There are very few exempt income on return, which we'll discuss afterwards. Otherwise, most of the return or income on investment, government takes some income tax or some capital gain. And Chari sir, you must be aware that as far as return on FD or interest on FD is concerned, principal ma'am, whatever you earn as interest on your FD, that will be included in your income as a whole, sir. That 10,000 exemption which you get on bank interest in income tax, Chari sir, that is related only to savings bank account, not to FD. So whatever you earn on FD, that will be included in your income and you will have to pay income tax as per your slab. Suppose even when you are in 20% bracket, so on 6,000, you will need to pay income tax.
1,000.
And Chari sir, in my times, mostly principal sir and will agree with me. In our times, we were aware of these rules, but we were very sure, who will come from income tax department to collect this income tax. But now, sir, Chari sir, the time has changed. Because of technology, all such information is automatically available with the income tax department. Now you can't avoid. You will have to pay. So on 6,000, 20% income tax also you will have to pay, and 20% comes at 1,200. So you see, you are very happy when you earn 6,000, but in reality, sir, out of 6,000, 5,000 has been eaten by the inflation, and 1,200 you have to pay as income tax. Did you get anything in reality, sir? Nothing. Rather, 200 rupees has gone out of your pocket. This is the fact of for most of the investment, middle class investments. We hardly look at the real return, because the real return simply means notional return minus inflation minus tax liability, if any. So my dear students, please note it down, the formula: real return equal to notional return minus inflation minus tax liability, if any. And Chari sir, I take this example forward. Suppose the interest rate is 8% on FD. In that scenario, you will get 8,000 as in bank interest. Again, keeping an inflation out of 8,000, 5,000 will be eaten by inflation. Again, 20% income tax you will have to pay on 8,000, that is 1,600. But even after that, there remains 1,400.
1,400 is.
That 1,400 is your real return. So what I want to emphasize here to all the participants, you must try to earn some real return on your investment. You must not be satisfied on the notional return. which normally we are. So please, particularly young students, I want to tell, please try to earn maximum real return on all your investment. You should try. And you can, you will. That we will discuss afterwards. So your focus should be on some real return on your investment, because Chari sir, only real return is going to create wealth for you, not the notional return. Through notional return, you will simply be money accumulators. You will accumulate the money, but that will have no meaning at all. That is why you should have to be wealth created by earning some real return on your investment. Now the next question arises, Chari sir. We are all intelligent, we are all mature. Then why most of the middle class, salary class person are sheer money accumulate? Why? There must be some deep-rooted reason. Why we are? Sir, reason is there. And principal GPW sir knows it very well. The reason lies, Chari sir, not somewhere outside. The reason lies in our mind. We are very clear, we are very firm, we are very committed. And what is the reason, sir? Arey Baba, we don't want to take any risk in investment. Arey no, risk, don't talk about the risk. This is a normal response we get from the people. Arey sir, tell us something about safe investment, because we don't want to take any risk. This is the normal thinking about the middle class, salary class person. But this thinking, my dear young participant particularly, this thinking is wrong. I am emphasizing here, I might be wrong, Chari sir, but this thinking is wrong because most of the investments have got risk. Most of the investment, except some governmental small saving scheme, which we will discuss separately afterwards. Most of the investment, Chari sir, has got risk. Of course, degree of risk will vary from product to product. Some product might have very high risk. Some product might have moderate risk. Some product might have low risk. But most of the products, investment product, except principal sir, except governmental saving schemes, have got risk. So please do understand and appreciate, my dear young participant, that in investment risk is there. And Mr. Khan, this is a must, you must understand. Because risk is inherent in the investment. Of course, degree will always vary, but most of the investment product has got risk. So please do accept that risk is there in the investment. Then second question, naturally, Chari sir, which will come in our mind, if risk is there in investment, how I can minimize my risk? Everybody will like to minimize their risk. How I can manage my risk? That is very natural. Everybody will like to minimize their risk. And everybody will like to manage their risk. Yes, that is possible, my dear participants. We can manage your risk. We can minimize your risk. How? I am giving you very simple two-word formula. Please note it down, young participants. Not for Chari sir or not for principal ma'am, but particularly for young investors, those who are going to...
We will also write down.
No, sir, no. It is, you are already very learned person. The formula, Mr. Khan, is very simple, only two-word formula. But this formula has to be put in practice. Just writing will not do anything, sir. You will have to practice this formula in your life while taking your investment decision. And principal ma'am, the formula is very simple. Think, understand and invest. सोच कर, समझ कर, निवेश कर. Think, understand and invest. Two words I have used, Mr. Chari sir, I have used two words here. First word is think, second word is understand, and third word is then go for investment. So the first word is think. What we have to think? We have to think two things about ourselves. हमें अपने बारे में दो बातें सोचनी है जब भी कहीं हम इन्वेस्टमेंट करें. The first and most important thing, Chari sir, what is my risk appetite? How much risk I can take? This is very important because every individual principal ma'am has got different risk appetite. Because my income is different, my family obligations are different, my social structure is different, everything is different. So while you're taking your investment decision, you must think whether I can take that risk which is inherent in the particular investment product. And one more thing, sir, risk-taking capacity or risk appetite of an individual, Chari sir, is not a constant factor. It keeps changing with the age. When we are young, principal ma'am, we can take high risk. And we should take high. That is why I will encourage your young faculty members and even your student to understand, please do take a risk when you are young. Because young people has got higher risk appetite. Because if anything goes wrong, Chari sir, they have got 30, 40 years to go. No problem. We will rectify our mistake and go on. But that luxury, Chari sir, I don't have. That luxury, even principal ma'am, you don't have. Even Mrs. Chari has got lesser risk appetite now because of age factor. That is why always take your investment decision according to your risk appetite. Firstly. And secondly, never follow others while taking investment decision. And Chari sir, it is a blunder we all have. Mostly middle class, salary class person make their investment decision following others. If principal is, ma'am is making some investment decision, some investment, Mr. Khan will goes to her and just ask her, madam, what you are doing? Madam says, I am investing my money in one of the good investment product. And Mr. Khan is well aware that principal ma'am is a very mature person, very intelligent investor. Wherever she is investing must be good product. No, Mr. Khan, this is a wrong notion. Because principal ma'am is investing as per her risk appetite. And you should invest as per your risk appetite. And both are different. That is why, Chari sir, I keep telling in my session, never follow others while taking your investment decision. Maybe your friends, maybe your colleagues, maybe your relations, because your risk appetite is different. There is different. Even your brother, even your sister, because their income is different, their family obligation is different. That is why never follow others while taking your investment decision. You should take your independent investment decision strictly as per your risk appetite. Second thing which we should think about ourselves, Mr. Chari, what is my time horizon of investment? That is equally important. For how much period I am investing money? Because, Chari sir, I will need money not in one go in my life. I will need money many times in my life, rather huge money. That is why my investment should broadly be in such a manner that I should have money when I need it. That is why time horizon of investment is very important. And again, Khan sir, I will involve you in this sphere here. I will request you next Sunday, sit with your family. And I will not request you, all young persons who are there. Next Sunday, please request your family members to be with you. Take some paper and pencil. Make 3 columns on the paper. First column, second column, and third column. In the first column, Chari sir, Mr. Khan should jot down the major milestones in his life. Everybody can. And we all know, Chari sir, what is the major milestone in our life? Normal in middle class, salary class life. The first major milestone is marriage. This is the first major milestone. Then after that, birth of the children, celebration naturally. Then purchase or acquisition of a house for the family is a must for every family. Everybody think of having their own house. Then purchase of a 4-wheeler if you have not got so far. Then one more milestone is there nowadays, Chari sir, which was not in my times, which was not in the time of principal ma'am, but now it is very common. That is going on vacation. Mr. Khan and his family will force him to go on vacation every 3-4 years. Go out of Karnataka, go out of Bengaluru, Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, Gujarat, everywhere. And not only in India, beyond India also, Switzerland, USA, Germany. That is very natural. So going on vacation is also a milestone nowadays. Principal ma'am, you will agree with me. After that, after some years, a very, very important milestone come in our life, Mr. Chari. That is higher education and professional education of children. That is every parents, every parents, Mr. Khan will like to give best higher education to her children, to his or her children. Then once education is over, next milestone would be marriage of the children. That is also very natural. Once their education is over, we will go for their marriage. And last and most important thing for young participant, not for principal ma'am, not for Chari sir, but for those who have joined services after 2004, living retirement life, because there is no pension now. We were very lucky, Chari sir. I am getting pension every month, very good pension I am getting. But those who have joined after 2004, most of the state government and central government have stopped regular pension. And of course, NPS is there, but that is not a pension as such. That is just accumulate your money and get some money after retirement. So retirement, living retirement life is also a very important milestone. So my dear Mr. Khan, in the first column, please note down all the major milestones in your life. And if I have missed something, you add on. This liberty I am giving you, you add on whatever you want to add. In the second column, against each milestone, Mr. Khan, start putting the period when it is likely to happen in your life. Suppose you are not married and you are likely to marry after 2 years, put it 2 years against marriage. If marriage is there, if you are married, forget about the marriage milestone. Likewise, start putting the period when you will be when this milestone would be happening in your life. And Chari sir, it is just a broad idea. Precisely, it is not possible, but just make an idea. And third and very important milestone, principal ma'am, is start putting the money for each milestone you will need. Suppose somebody says that I am not married, I am likely to be married after 2 years, and I will need minimum 5 lakhs rupees because other expenses will be taken care of by my parents. But honeymoon package, at least I will have to purchase. So put it 5 lakhs against marriage. That 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 50 lakh, start putting the money. And again, Chari sir, it is a broad idea only, broad estimate only. Precisely, of course, we can't make it, but make a broad idea. Very important milestone, Mr. Khan, I want to tell you and all young participants, and even a student to understand. Chari sir, today a good MBA degree from a reputed institution costs not less than 20 lakhs, around 15 to 20 lakhs today. But after 25 years, when Mr. Khan children will be going for higher education, because you are relatively very young, Mr. Khan, had you ever imagined what will be the money you will need for your higher education of your single children even? Today, Chari sir, MBA degree costs around 15 to 20 lakhs. But after 25 years, the same MBA degree will cost, madam, those who are sitting behind Mr. Khan, you should also listen. The same MBA degree will cost not less than 2 crore rupees per child because of inflation. And Chari sir, if suppose they have got 2 children, that not less than 4 crore rupees they will need only for higher education of their children. So you should also keep this mind, because now we are very, very casual sometimes. Arey Baba, Bhagwan sab karega, God will take care. God will not take care unless and until you make efforts. That is why first you should be sincere. So, and last thing is retirement life. And that is again very important, principal ma'am. Today, suppose Mr. Khan is of 30 years and he says that he is managing his monthly expenses at around 30,000 rupees per month. Just for example, suppose he says that he is managing his monthly expenses with 30,000 per month. Sir, when Mr. Khan will be at 60 after 30 years, for the same standard of living, no extravaganza, Chari sir, he will need not less than 2 lakh rupees per month because of inflation. Today he is managing his affairs with 30,000. But after 30 years, when he becomes 60, he will need not less than 2 lakh rupees per month. That is around 25 lakhs per year. at the first year of his retirement at the age of 60. That is why, Principal Ma'am, developing a huge retirement corpus is also very, very, very essential. Every young person should think of starting developing a retirement corpus right from the day when he or she start earning. And 25 lakhs means, sir, normally what happens, Chari sir, when people get retired and don't have pension, normally what happens? They develop a retirement corpus, then they get some superannuation benefit as well. They club all those money and invest somewhere and get some return or interest, and they survive. This is normal practice. People will be doing it.
Tendency.
So how much retirement corpus they should have to have a generated interest income of 25 lakhs rupees? Sir, a thumb rule is there. Your retirement corpus, Mr. Khan, should be not less than 20 times of your annual expenses. So your annual expenses, Mr. Khan, at the age of 60 will be 25 lakhs. Multiplied by 2, multiplied by 20. What did it become, Chari sir? 5 crore rupees. Mr. Khan will need to have 5 crore rupees only for his retirement life. Now, Mr. Khan, I am giving you a little bit pain. Make the total of the last column and you will be surprised, Cherry sir. A normal middle class, salary class person who is around 30 today will need not less than 10 to 12 crore rupees in his life or her life for their milestones only. And Cherry sir, I have excluded normal expenses from 30 year to 60 year. Extra you will have to money is 10 to 12 crore rupees. And Mr. Khan, from where you will get it? I know Mr. Khan was mentioning me yesterday that I am very lucky, sir. I am going to KBC show of Amitabh Bachchan. I will be winning 7.5 crore. Well, sir, you can. But how many? How many of us will win 7.5 crore? Maybe 1 or 2 or 3. What about others? What about lakhs of people? They should work very hard right from the day they start working. And sir, the chart, Chari sir, which we have just prepared, first column, second column, and third column, it is called financial plan. It is called financial plan. And Chari sir, I keep emphasizing in my session, every middle class family must have their financial plan. Because financial plan gives us a goal-oriented perception of life. Now goals are clear. What we will need money at what time for which milestone. So every middle class, salary class person must develop their financial plan. And Chari sir, developing a financial plan is not a rocket science. Very damn simple thing. Sit with your family, discuss your milestone, put the period, put the money, and then you will have a broader picture of the need of your money in your life. And once your financial plan in place, Chari sir, psychologist says that those who have defined goals in their life, they work hard to achieve those goals. That is why setting up of goals is very, very important financially also. And that is why the importance of financial plan in our life. So I will request all students, please do understand the importance of your financial plan. Do make a financial plan and then start working on your savings and investment according to your financial plan. Second word I have used, sir, understand. First word was think. Two things I have already mentioned. First thing is risk appetite, and second one is time horizon of investment. And second word was understand. Principal ma'am, we must understand the product where we are investing. We must understand whether the product has, if the product has high risk which I can't take. Chari sir, product may be good, very good, but it is not suitable to me. Or a product has very low risk, but I am very young, I want to take risk. So that product is not suitable for me because I want to take high risk. So I should invest in the product where I should have high risk. So before, and second thing is time horizon is important here. Suppose, sir, Chari sir, one product is very good, but that product will give you return after 10 years. But you need money after 5 years. So that product otherwise is very good, but that is not suitable for you because that product will give you return after 10 years, whereas you need money after 5 years. That is why selection of the investment product is very, very important as per your risk appetite and as per your time horizon of investment. And now one more important thing I want to tell all of participants and principal ma'am, it is called 8th wonder of the world. ये दुनिया का 8वां आश्चर्य है. And what is that, Chari sir? Rule of compounding. Rule of compounding is 8th wonder of the world. And my dear participants, in investment, rule of compounding is very simple, Chari sir. You will have to make a promise with yourself. Simple promise, but very important promise. And promise is, whenever and whatever investment return I will get on my investment, I will never use that return for my personal consumption or for my celebration or for my any obligation. What I will simply do, whenever I get return, maybe 500 rupees, maybe 50,000, maybe 5 lakhs even. Whenever I get return on my investment, I will club that return with my regular investment, which I am making out of my salary, and reinvest it. That is very important because that will give you the benefit of compounding. That will give you the benefit of compounding. And those who practice this rule of compounding in their investment, of course, sir, it is very difficult because, Chari sir, suppose after 10 years, when Mr. Khan will get 5 lakh rupees return on his investment, whole family will be behind him. Are, you have got 5 lakh rupees, go for enjoyment, go for celebration, go for renovation of the house. That is very natural. But he should be very clear, Mr. Patel, no, this return is not meant for my personal consumption. I will simply reinvest it and do it. And if we continue with this reinvestment process for 10, 15, 20 years, Chari sir, you will be happily surprised that the return portion have multiplied like anything. You can't even imagine today. But that multiplication will happen, sir, that multiplication will happen not today, not tomorrow, not in 1 or 2 years. It will be happening after 15, 20 years.
Takes a course of time.
Yeah. So please do follow rule of compounding. And here the important conclusion is, sir, investment needs your patience. Have patience. Let your investment grow. Let the return grow. Let the return multiply. And that will be happening not today, not tomorrow. It will take time. But if you give time to investment, naturally you will be mesmerized to see the results after 15, 20 years. So please religiously follow rule of compounding in your life. That is also very, very important. Now, last 10, 15 minutes now, sir, we will discuss about the products where we can invest, because that is equally important. We must know where we should invest. And the first category of product, principal ma'am, where we can invest is governmental small saving schemes. Government of India had started some very good small saving scheme for the middle class, salary class particularly. And those who, these schemes are not so rewarding, but unique feature of these scheme, Chari sir, is there is no risk. No risk. Whatever government promises you, government will give you. When your scheme matures, whatever amount is due to you, that will be given to you. So the first scheme of the government of India is, Mr. Khan, you please note down, and those even the madam and your faculty members sitting behind you, and all young faculty members, please note it down. If you have not opened this account in this scheme, you have lacked something. Please open a public provident fund account, PPF. Chari sir, PPF is a very good government of India scheme. Very good government of India scheme. Because it is triply exempt, no tax at any level. And PPF
Yes.
account, Mr. Khan, can be opened in any bank, branch or post offices. The minimum amount you can deposit in PPF account is 500 rupees and maximum is 1.50 lakhs. The scheme is, Chari sir, for 15 years, but it can be extended beyond 15 years for every 5 years. 5 year, 5 year, 5. You
Yes.
keep extending it. You keep extending it. And even today rate of interest principal, ma'am, is 7.10%. And it is multiplied compounding every year. And two very small things, Chari sir, I want to tell participants about the PPF is, please try to deposit 1.50 lakhs in the PPF account at the beginning of the financial year itself, if possible. Because that will give you interest for the whole year. And beginning means before 5th of the April. Then you will get interest for the whole year. But if it is not possible, then okay. Very small thing you must keep in mind. Whenever you are depositing money in PPF account, Mr. Khan, you should deposit in before 5th of the month. उस महीने की 5 तारीख से पहले पैसा जमा कराना, जब पैसा जमा कराएं, क्योंकि प्रिंसिपल में अगर आपने 6 तारीख को पैसा जमा कराया उसमें, you will not get interest for that month. This is the PPF rule. So it is very small thing, but it makes difference of thousands of rupees at the end. So please open a PPF account, and Mr. Khan, you can open a PPF account not only in your name but also in your wife's name also, even when she is not earning. Even your kids' name, you can start a PPF account, and PPF account is a totally exempt scheme, no tax at all at any level. And I personally feel, Mr. Chari, every middle class, salary class person must have PPF account, not only of himself or herself, but also his spouse and kids as well. Second Government of India scheme is National Saving Certificate, NSC. National Saving Certificate. I don't have time, Mr. Khan, so I will not give details of, you can note it down and get the details from Google. Everything is available on websites. Third one is Kisan Vikas Patra. Kisan Vikas Patra, where we can invest. Fourth one is, Mr. Khan, RBI also keep issuing taxable and tax-free bonds regularly. RBI also keep issuing taxable and tax-free bonds, and even today, Principal GPW sir, the rate of RBI taxable bond is 7.15%. You can, and there is no limit of the amount. Then one very good scheme, Principal ma'am, for the girl child of the family. And those who have a girl at home or more than one girl in a family, whose age, Chari sir, is less than 10 years. This is the precondition. The girl's age should be less than 10 years. If it is the case, then you should open a account under the scheme Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. And Principal ma'am, you might not have young girls, but your daughter might have, your sister might have, your other family members might have. So please tell all family members, those who, or all participants should go and discuss or tell their mothers and sisters and bhabis and all relations that if you have a girl child at your home whose age is below 10, please do open a Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana account in any of the bank or post office. And again, the limit is minimum 250 rupees per year. Maximum is 1.50 lakhs per year. And sir, Government of India has promised, Mr. Chari, that Government of India will give highest return in this scheme. And even today, the rate of interest is 7.60%, which is not in any other Government of India scheme. So please do open a Sukanya Samriddhi scheme account. of in the name of the girl child. A maximum 2 girl child can be opened. And this, and sir, whatever accumulations are there, when the girl attains the age of 18 years, you can withdraw 50% of that amount for her higher education. And after 21 years, you can close the account and withdraw whole money for her marriage. So Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana is a very good scheme. Then Government of India also keep taking loan from you, sir. You might not be aware. Government of India also keep taking loan from us. And for that, RBI has recently started RBI Retail Direct. Very recently, RBI has started a portal, a website, RBI Retail Direct, where you can go, register yourself, and then start investing a small amount in government security. And lastly, but not least, Government of India, big institutions also keep taking loans from public by issuing debenture and bonds. And recently, you might be aware, sir, National Highway Authority has announced a scheme of taking loans from the public, and the rate of interest is 7.80%. And the yield can be more than 8% if you don't withdraw the interest. So these are all governmental scheme. And the unique feature of this governmental scheme, principal sir, there is no risk at all. Whatever government give you, government will give you interest. And then whenever a scheme matures, whatever you mature amount, government will give you.
And the capital gains are exempt, sir, NHAI.
Exactly. And so please.
National Highway.
What is the lock-in period, sir?
Lock-in period 13 years, sir. But you can sell it before that also. But of course, there will be some tax liability there.
Okay.
Otherwise, it is 13 years. But you can withdraw it even before that. That is up to you to decide if you need it. Then the uniqueness of all such schemes, sir, that there is no risk at all. Of course, return are not extraordinary, sir. Chari, sir. Return are not extraordinary.
I know, sir.
And how much money we should keep liquid, I will discuss afterwards. So these are the Government of India schemes. And Chari, sir, I personally feel, I don't know whether Principal sir will agree with me or not. We should keep minimum 15 to 20% of your total investment in Government of India scheme, because there is no risk. And of course, return are not extraordinary, but there is no risk. Now, after that, whatever I am sharing with you now, Principal sir, all have got risk. Please mind it. All have got risk, except some Government of India scheme. I will discuss afterwards. But before
it's called diversified investments.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Before that, sir,
diversified investments.
I want one thing from you.
Yes.
Have you ever seen the horses race on television? And this is a game of rich persons. Some horses run and then one win. And out of whoever wins, people who bet on that road get some money. All other lose their money. There is a golden rule of that horses race game, sir. And rule is, sir, Principal sir, never put your all money on one horse. Because if one horse loses, all your money goes. Better spread your money with 4 or 5 horses. If out of 4 or 5 horses, if any of the horses is a winner, then at least you will get some money. The same rule applies in investment also here. Try to diversify your investment. Try to develop a basket of investment, Mr. Khan. You should not put all your egg in one basket. Try to develop a basket of investment means you should invest your money in different investment products. In some products, Chari sir, risk may be risk might be very high. In some product, risk may be moderate. In some product, there is no risk. So overall risk average will work out. Averaging of risk will automatically be there. So try to develop a basket of investment. Next investment product where we can make investments are property or real estate. where we can make investment. I'm not an expert in property and real estate investment. Mr. Chari is an expert in this sphere. Next time, Mr. Chari will take a session on investment in property and real estate. But briefly, I want to tell here that, sir,
It should be a real estate only, but not real estate. That should be.
Sir, what I want to tell
That's what-
you, in real estate, risk is there.
Yes, yes.
How much return you will get,
Yes.
not certain. Then whether you will be able to sell the property when you need the money, not sure. Then acquisition cost of the property is also very high, sir, 3 to 5%. Stamp
High.
duty and brokerage
High
and
risk.
other things. Then maintenance of the property is also a problem nowadays. Maintenance of the property is again a very, and top of it, principal sir, in real estate, we should have huge money to invest, only then we can invest. We can't make investment of 5 lakh or 10 lakh rupees. You are in Bengaluru, sir, you know the prices of the real estate property. Crores of rupees you will need for investment. That is why real estate is a product. I leave it to you to decide how much you want to invest. Third thing where we
Depends.
can invest, and now principal ma'am will smile, and the faculty members sitting behind Mr. Khan will also smile, because I am now discussing the product which they like, and that is gold. Principal ma'am has got a smile on her face, because what to talk about gold? As much gold is okay. We are fond of investing on and acquiring gold, and historically, Chari sir, Indian female family members are fond of having gold. Jewelry, no problem
Gold
at all.
will,
Gold. So
I can
historically,
say,
sir,
gold will attract gold also.
absolutely.
Yes,
So historically, sir, we were investing in gold through jewelry, mostly. But in jewelry, sir, now problems are there. If you keep jewelry at home, principal ma'am, you will not have sound sleep. अरे बाबा चोर आ जाएगा, उठा के कोई ले जाएगा, कोई परेशानी होगी. Or you, or if you keep in locker, annual charges of locker is also there. That is also additional liability. But now government has come out with a unique scheme, very unique scheme for you, principal ma'am. And please listen what I am saying now. It is a government scheme. Firstly, it is not a private scheme. And the name of the scheme, principal ma'am, is Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Sovereign Gold Bond, SOVEREIGN. Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. Very good scheme of the government of India. Principal GPW sir, it is not a private scheme. It is a government of India scheme. What government of India is encouraging citizens not to acquire gold and keep it home. Normally what we do, we purchase gold and jewelry and keep it at home without any return. So, and this increases import bill of our country. We import lots of tons of gold every year, sir. So government has come out with a unique scheme, which is called Sovereign Gold Bond Scheme. In this scheme, principal ma'am, you can invest up to 10 gram gold price as decided by the government. And the gold price is at the prevalent gold price, which is in the market. Minimum investment you can make in this is 10 gram gold price, and maximum you can make it 4 kg gold. Up to 4 kg gold price you can invest in this scheme. And this sovereign gold bond scheme can be opened in any of the bank or major big post offices. And this is available online and offline both. Online and offline both. And if you invest online, principal ma'am, government will give you additional discount on the price. Just to encourage online investment, online transaction, government will give you additional discount also. And the government will give you 2 benefits, sir. Principal ma'am, you know 2 very important benefits government will give you. First is, government will give you 2.5% interest on your investment. Suppose, Chari sir, you invested 1 lakh rupees in this scheme. Government will give you 2,500 rupees every year. Every year, you will get as 2.5% interest guaranteed. Second and important benefit, whatever the appreciation in the gold price will also be given to you. Suppose, Chari sir, today gold rate is 50,000 10 gram and you invested 50,000 rupees 10 gram. The scheme is for 8 years. Suppose after 8 years, the gold price become 80,000 10 gram. Then government will give you 80,000 rupees, ma'am, not 50,000. So first 2.5% guaranteed return. Additionally, apart from interest, whatever appreciation in the gold price is there, that will also be given to you. And the scheme is for 8 years, Chari sir. And if you remain invested into the scheme for 8 years, then your tax liability will be literally zero because of capital gain and indexation benefit. But if you want to withdraw before 8 years, that facility is also available. After 3 or 4 years, you can withdraw your money. Then tax liability, of course, will be there. So this is a very good scheme of the government of India. And the purpose of this scheme not to hold physical gold. It is a digital gold. Government will give you simply a Government of India certificate that I own such a, the Government of India keeps this much of gold for you. At any time, you can withdraw money and purchase the gold at the prevailing price. So it is a very good scheme of the Government of India. So please do consider investing in sovereign gold bond. And last, where we can invest, Chari sir, is securities market, share bazaar, where we can invest. But principal ma'am had told me before the start of my session, sir, don't talk about the security market much because it is nothing but a speculation. Normally people have the same idea. Arey baba chodo, share market satta bazari hai. Pata nahi how market goes up, how market goes down, how prices of the share goes up, share down. Normally middle class, salary class person of shy of investing in security market directly because risk is high. Definitely risk is high. I am very clear, Chari sir, in security market principle, sir, risk is high, but so is the reward. Mr. Chari, you might be aware, share market has given 15% average return, Mr. Khan, during last 35 years, which no other product has given. 15% average, not regular, 15% average, but of course, risk is there. Why? Because share market is purely knowledge-based market. Tanuji, namaskar. And those who don't have knowledge of the market, Chari sir, I am also opinion they should not invest into security market directly. If you don't have knowledge, if you don't have time, if you don't have experience, better avoid investing directly. But there is an indirect way of investing into share market, sir, and that is called mutual fund. Because next time when principal ma'am will give us time, we will discuss in detail about the mutual fund because it is otherwise a very lengthy topic. It can't be covered. But just I give you a basic idea about the mutual fund this time. Next time we will have a detailed discussion on mutual funds. That will be not less than 2-hour session again. Chari sir, mutual fund is nothing. Mutual fund is nothing, yes. But you are giving your money to the experts. You are not directly investing. You are giving your money to the experts. And why you are giving? Because I don't have knowledge. I don't have time. I don't have experience. Whereas the experts have got knowledge, they have got time, and they have got experience as well. That is why we give our money to them. But the purpose is very simple and very clear, Mr. Chari. I am giving my money to the experts, which are technically called fund managers, for the sole purpose that they should start giving me return on my investment. They should earn maximum return on my investment and give. It is not a social service, Mr. Chari. The proposition is very clear. I am giving my money, invest as per the guidelines of the scheme, and then generate return for me and give it to me. So there are three major categories of mutual funds in mutual funds, sir. First is equity fund. And equity fund simply means, Mr. Khan, that your money will be invested into the equity share of the corporates. Very simple.
Yes.
And in equity fund, Chari sir, risk is much, much greater. Why? Because share prices always will keep go up and down. So those who can, those who can take high risk should go only for the equity fund. And this is basically suitable, Khan sir, for the young persons who are below 40. They should invest maximum of their investment in equity fund, because the risk is high. But your purpose in this age is to get maximum return on your maximum real return on your investment. That is why equity fund is suitable for young persons, and those who can have minimum 5 to 10 year horizon in investment should go for the equity fund. Second category, Chari sir, is debt fund. In debt fund, your money will be given as a loan to the corporate. Understand, Mr. Khan, very clearly. It will not be invested into equity, but your money will be given as a loan to the corporate.
The debt fund.
Debt fund. And when a money is given to the as a loan to the corporates, risk is much relatively lesser, but return is also lesser. So those who can't take high risk, like Dr. Principal Ma'am, Mr. Chari, or those who are above 50, they should avoid investing in equity fund. Rather, they should invest in their debt fund. So just wait for a minute. Wait. So, sir, debt fund is suitable, Principal Ma'am, for those who can't take high risk. And those who are satisfied with reasonable return, debt fund is there. And the third category is, sir, hybrid fund. In hybrid fund, we want laddu on both the hands, because we wish to have some higher return, but we don't want to expose ourselves for high risk. So in hybrid fund, sir, Chari sir, some of your money will go to the equity fund, and some of your money will go to
debt fund.
So you are balancing your risk, and you are aspiring for high return. So it is
because we call it as, yes sir, it is called as hybrid accounting. We call it as hybrid accounting. Cash system accounting and mercantile system accounting. So hybrid accounting, hybrid investment.
Very
equity
right.
and debt both. Yes.
So if you want to aspire for high return but don't want to take high risk, then hybrid fund is a better category. And the best way of investing in mutual fund, sir, it is through SIP. SIP is a mechanism, it is route. We can invest in debt fund, equity fund, or hybrid fund through SIP. And sir, SIP is nothing but systematic investment plan. And my dear participant, SIP is a magic for middle class, salary class person. It is a magic, sir, particularly for middle class, salary class person who have regular income. We can start investing a very small amount of 500 rupees or 1000 rupees every month over a period of time. After 10, 15, 20 years, sir, this even a small amount can become lakhs of rupees. That is why SIP is a magic for middle class, salary class person. And I keep telling my participants, even students, you should think of starting an SIP of 500 rupees out of your pocket money and continue with longer period. There will be a huge money in your after 10, 15, 20 years. And I just give you one example, sir. And this example is a fact. It is not a story I am telling to all of you. It is a factual position, but Chari sir, I will not name the scheme. I will not name the mutual fund because that will be unfair marketing of that product. But facts are there. So please understand what I want to convey to all of you. In 1995, Chari sir, a mutual fund company started an equity fund. You just note down the dates and the period I am mentioning now. In 1995, a mutual fund company started an equity fund, and Principal GPW, who was very young at that time, he is still very young, but he was very young at that time. Chari sir started an SIP of 10,000 rupees per month in that scheme. Every month he was investing 10,000 rupees. Right from 1995 till 2022, he is investing every month 10,000 rupees. Every month. Of course, most of the people don't do it because normally what happens, Chari sir, when market goes up, a lot of people come and start investing. They feel happy, my money is, I'm making money out of it. But one fine morning when market goes down, he gets scared and he withdraws his money, even at loss sometimes. But this is a blunder Mr. Principal GPW did not do. He continued with 10,000 SIP every month, wherever the market was. During this period, Chari sir, from 1995 to 2022, market might have gone up for 100 times, might have gone down 100 times. But Mr. Principal GPW was very clear. I will continue with my SIP irrespective of the movement of the market. And that was the crux of his success. Sir, do you want to know how much corpus he has now? 9.57 crore. He has got a corpus of 9.57 crore. But two very important thing, again I repeat, sir. Continue with 15, 20, 25 years. Never bother about the movement of the market. Continue investing. A small amount, maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000, maybe 3,000. After 15, 20 years, you will have a very huge amount. And one thing I want to, my personal perception, Mr. Chari, I want to give here. Next 25 years are going to be golden period of Indian economy. We have got everything. We have got everything. So our economy will expand like anything in next 25 years. So you should continue investing your money because only investor will get benefit out of it, sir. Not all. Only those who will be investing money will be get out of it. That is why I keep telling in my session, please start investing a small amount and continue for longer period. There will be huge gain for all of you. But only thing is commitment, regularity, continuity, discipline. So please start an SIP of even 5. I will tell even your students, please start investing 500 rupees out of pocket money. Continue it for 10, 15 years and keep increasing your SIP every year. Now step up SIP facilities also. Suppose you started with 500 rupees. Next year, definitely, sir, you will get some increment or some increase. You can step up your SIP for 500 rupees to 600 rupees, then 700 rupees to 1,000, 1,200, 1,500. Continue increasing your SIP for longer period. Magic will be happening in your life. One more, though SIP is a magic for middle class, salary class person, but again, conditions are very clear, sir. You have to continue with a longer period of minimum 10, 15 years. And you will have a very good amount. And one more facility is available in mutual funds, sir. And principal ma'am, it is for you and for principal at GPW and even for Mr. Chari. That facility is called SWP, Systematic Withdrawal Plan. I was just talking about the SIP, sir. Now I am talking about SIP. SWP, Systematic Withdrawal Plan. And basically, this is meant for your retirement life. Suppose, Mr. Chari, you have been a very smart investor, and which you are definitely. Suppose you started investing for your retirement life right from the day you started earning, maybe 500 rupees, maybe 10,000. When you become 60, you have a corpus of 5 crore rupees. And you can, I can give confidence to all of young persons, they all can have 5 crore rupees corpus, provided they start working right from the day they start earning. So suppose, Mr. Chari, you have got 5 crore rupees retirement corpus in mutual fund. Now you are going to retire. You don't have any pension per chance. Then what you will do? Living retirement life without money is a very difficult task. We all know. The mutual fund give you a facility. Suppose you are retiring next month. You simply send a one-line mail to mutual fund that next month from my corpus, please keep transferring whatever amount you decide, 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 5 lakh, 1.50 or 2 lakh, whatever you decide. Please keep transferring 1.50 lakhs from my corpus to my bank account every month on 1st. They will do it because ultimately your money. But the feeling will be there that every month on 1st you will get 1.5 lakhs or 2 lakhs or whatever you decide in your bank account. You will enjoy your life as you were enjoying earlier. Second benefit is your remaining corpus, because you are withdrawing only 1.5 lakhs per year, per month. Your remaining corpus with them continue to earn or generate return for you. So that will offset your inflation need. Suppose after 10 years, because of inflation, today you might need 1.50 lakhs, but after 10 years, you might need 2.50 lakhs from where that. So your corpus will continue to earn return for you. So you can increase your withdrawal, monthly withdrawal after 10 years, after 5 years, if you wish so. So SWP is a facility for living your retirement life comfortably. But for that, you have to develop a huge corpus, and that we all can do. Mutual fund, I can carry on for another 2 hours, but of course, time is a limit. So last two things I want to tell to all of you. And Chari sir, there is a menace, there is a serious problem in our society, in our country, which we all know, that is Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees. People come to you.
Yes.
People give you promise of doubling your money in 3 or 4 years, Mr. Khan, and giving you 15% return, 20% return, this or that incentive. Sir, they are all frauds. I'm using a very harsh word for them. They are all frauds. They will never make their promise fulfill because they don't have any business model, sir. And this is happening across country. Lots of people
cheat fund
come.
It is.
Cheat fund, Ponzi scheme and committees.
Cheat ka fund hota hai.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Cheat fund ka nahi hai.
Actually, you got it right. So please make sure that we never invest in such a scheme on the promise of higher return, because that is not happening at all. But sir, one more social responsibility I am giving it to you and to your all faculty members and to your institutions. Mostly who invests in those schemes are not you. I am sure you will not invest. Mr. Khan will not invest. If the segment of the society which are not so educated, your electrician, your plumber, your milk vendor, your taxi driver, your auto wala, basically they invest in such a scheme. So, sir, I will request Mr. Chari and Principal Ma'am and Principal GPW also, kindly start a campaign at local level through your students. Try to educate that segment of the society, because it is your social responsibility, sir. Try to educate that segment of the society, Mr. Khan, that they should never invest their heart or put their hard-earned money in such Ponzi scheme, chit fund and committees and bogus scheme. If they don't have any knowledge, they should simply put their money in bank and post offices. At least their money will be safe. Of course, return may not be at least their money. So, sir, it is your social responsibility. Please take it forward. And last thing I want to tell all of you, and that Mr. Khan, through you I am telling, because Khan has been my friend, and this program is for Mr. Khan behest only. Sir, one thing I want to tell to all the participants: prosperity is your right. Every individual has got right to be prosper, Mr. Chari. It is not a begging anybody will give us. It is your right to be prosper. Every individual has got right to be prosper. Chari sir, I might have born
Yes, sir.
into a poor family. Incidentally, it might have happened. Birth in a poor family is not a curse at all. Please mind it. Forget from today on if you are in a poor family. Birth in a poor family, Mr. Khan, is not a curse at all. But Chari sir, living as poor and die as a poor is a curse, which we all can avoid.
Yes.
Which we all can avoid by managing our money right from the day we start earning in such a manner that we save more, we invest more, we invest our money in a more fruitful products where we get higher return, and you will all be prosper. This is my pray to the Almighty, and thank you very much for giving me opportunity. God bless you all.
Sir, Suryakant sir.
Sir.
Am I audible, sir? Am I audible?
Sir. Yes, sir.
It's a wonderful session that you gave today that I have been witnessing from the beginning. And at the beginning, you told that every class of employees can invest some money. In GRICP, there is one lady who is working as a teacher. She inspired one housemaid to invest rupees 1,000 per month in RD account of SB, RD account post office. She was getting 2,500 per month, and she has been asked to motivate such a way that she has to invest two RD accounts, 1,000 rupees per month out of 2,500. See, it was possible for her, in fact. And she has been inspired by one lady called Shailashri. I am happy with that kind of the teacher, who is my wife, working in GRICP.
Oh, great.
So you can witness the same. So she is the inspirer, and she can be the good analyst also. Thank you very much for a good session. And so I learned so much today. Whatever I learned about that one, I learned from you. Thank you very much, sir. And thank you all the principal and principal of GPW and GRICP. All I know them very well, and I am there in the Garden City University as a professor of commerce. So I learned so much as being the faculty of accounting and taxation, finance also my area, sub area. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So nice of you. Thank you, Principal GPW, sir. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for enlightening on so many issues, where we had certain doubts. Thank you very much.
So nice of you. Thank you. Yeah. Any question from now, any participant, I will be more than happy to answer. Just raise their hand and ask the question. Yeah. Rai Gowda.
Yes, it's an interactive session. Yeah. Please put your questions in the chat box, or else you can ask directly also.
Yeah, Mr. Pranava.
Sir, dear sir, sir, myself Pranav. Right now, I'm a student.
Very right. Okay.
Sir,
continue.
My question is, I earned some bit of money during myself in a college, but my risk appetite is very high because I need to spend for my higher education, or even for my expenses are still uncertain because I don't get enough income as any college teacher or any salaried person gets, because sometimes I may get this amount of money and next month I may do not get. So is there any way for a student to invest? I mean, is there any way for a student who can invest? Sometimes
yes, my dear, I got your question. My simple answer to your question is, please start an SIP, systematic investment plan, out of your even pocket money of 500 rupees. 500 rupees is the minimum amount which you can start with. And even in, suppose you said that I am not regular in getting some income. If there is a gap of 3 months in SIP, there is no problem. Suppose today you invested through SIP 500 rupees. Next 3 months you don't earn anything. You can skip the SIP. After 4th month, again you can invest it. So SIP is a best way for the students also to start or thinking about your personal finance. And you should invest, please note it down, in a good large cap or an index fund to begin with. And I can't give you categorize a particular scheme because that will be unfair marketing. But as a category, I can say you should start investing in large cap or in index fund as a beginner. And you continue with the SIP for a longer period. And when you start earning, please start multiple SIP. You can have more than one SIP. Or alternatively, you can keep increasing your SIP every year. So please start thinking on those lines and start investing even 500 rupees. That will do.
Sir, can we know about index funds?
Index fund, my dear, basically mutual fund is a very, very lengthy topic. Chari sir, you will agree with me. So next time we will have 2-hour session
Yes,
only on mutual funds. Index fund simply means
Yes.
The moment of the unit price will go strictly as per index moment. If index goes down, your prices may go down. If index goes up, your prices of those units will go up.
Sir, I have
Namaste, sir.
another doubt.
Yeah, please.
Sir, what is the minimum amount that we need to keep in our home for emergency purpose rather than apart from investing? Is there
My dear, this corona has taught of thousands of lessons. But the most important thing, you are very right, you have pointed this question. Chari sir, I personally feel that every family must have an emergency fund of around 5 lakhs. Around 5 lakhs. And this should not keep at home, my dear friend. Prana, that I will not request you.
Yes,
but
sir.
rather you should keep that emergency fund in a good bank as FD, which you can withdraw at any
FD
time.
only.
You can break the FD. So you should not keep anything at home.
Liquid.
You should, but
Yes.
rather you should go for a good FD in a bank and 5 lakhs rupees in ideal emergency fund for every family.
Thank you, sir.
Namaste,
Thank you.
sir. Namaste.
Namaste, ma'am.
Yes.
The Sri Latha, ma'am.
Namaste, sir. This is the second time I am listening to you.
Thank you. So nice of
very,
you. Thank you.
Very mesmerizing session. I regret that we didn't have this type of sessions when we were young. That is the only my
Ma'am,
regret.
ma'am, very honestly speaking, even we were not aware of such thing when we were young. It is a
And
fact of our life.
I congratulate GRACP faculty for arranging a nice session. I thank Khan sir for sending me the link. I was formerly principal of VTBVL Polytechnic. I thoroughly enjoyed the session. This additional information, it is very definitely a treasure for me to spread across to the young generation.
Ma'am,
Thank you so much.
I just want to tell you one thing. There is, you just note it down.
Yes, sir.
There is a NGO working in Bangalore. The name is VAYAH.
Yes, sir.
VAYAH. We have Vikas.
VAH.
VAYAH. VIKAS. Basically, this is a NGO developed by Gopalakrishnan sir and 2-3 IAS officers. I had a session with them for senior citizen finance, personal finance.
Okay, nice, nice.
So my recorded session is available on their website.
Yes, sir.
So
If you can
kindly
put it on
visit
the chat box, we can just copy it.
VAYA. I just write there. This is an NGO. So please visit the website. My recording sessions on personal management of personal finance for senior citizens are available, where I have spelled out all the government scheme relating to senior citizens. Please visit that website. Listen the recording. You might get some idea about the management of money.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
God bless you all. God bless.
Yes,
You.
sir.
Yeah. Any other question from any participants?
So anybody? Any
Sir,
questions?
I have a question.
Yes, Mr. Sarfaraj Javed, sir.
Sir, despite all we have the advantage of SIPs, I want to know whether there is any risk involved in SIP or not.
100% risk is there, my dear. At the outset, I have told very clearly, risk is a part of investment, my dear sir. If you don't think taking risk, then better go for bank FD. This is the best thing you can do. Better go for some PPF account. Better go some national savings certificate. Better go for Kisan Vikas Patra. Better go for National Highway Authority bonds. This is your choice. But on the contrary, you are young. That is why I will prefer that you should go for taking some risk in your life till you are 45, 50. After that, you should think about not taking risk, my dear friend. You are very young. I can make out from your face. You are relatively very young. So don't be so afraid about the risk. But of course, risk has to be calculated. You must take only calculated risk, and that is strictly as per your risk appetite. This is my advice to you.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
And Mr. Sarfaraj, one more thing I want to mention here to
Yes,
my
sir.
Muslim brothers who have joined this program.
Yes.
There are schemes in the mutual fund which are strictly as per Shariat law.
So that's mean interest free.
Yeah. Basically social cause, basically. So if you want to invest as per Shariat law, then in mutual fund also Shariat compliant schemes are available. You simply type Shariat compliant mutual fund scheme, lot of schemes will come in.
Hello, sir.
Okay,
Hello.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. My name is Mallikarjuna.
Yeah, my dear.
Sir, how to know that government is releasing or giving some debentures? How as a public I have to invest in debentures? Is there any platform for that?
Yes, my dear.
For government schemes, we have post office like that. But how to know that debentures, government
my
debentures
dear,
are issued?
my dear, you please note it down. RBI Retail Direct.
RBI?
Retail, RETAIL.
IL, Retail Direct.
Basically, this is a website developed by the RBI for investment in government securities by the middle class, salary class person.
Okay.
So you can visit the website, get yourself registered by giving some basic information. Then you can invest very small amount in government securities.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, Principal Ma'am, I would like you to also speak about your observation about the session. Please unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Hello, sir. It was very nice, sir. We have learned something about investment. And I invest on my children.
Future.
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am, your voice is not clear.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay. She's done with that. Okay, sir. A lot of feedback we are getting that it's a good and nice session, and so many questions. And 2 questions I'll find in the chat box. That's been already answered, I believe. How much percentage of money we should keep liquid? That is already answered. Then is there any short-term risk which gives good returns? That is the question in chat box I'm finding.
Basically, this is a contradictory thing. You want high return for short term, that is practically not possible, very honestly speaking. For higher return, you will have to invest your time, because you have to invest for the longer period. For short term, don't think of getting higher return, because that is riskier if you invest in those products which give you higher return, because the risk is very high.
Okay, somebody is asking about digital investments.
Yeah, digital investment is possible now. In mutual fund, you can make all investment online, which is called direct investment. You can simply visit the website of the mutual fund company, select the scheme, give the information. Everything is online. no need to. Rather, I will encourage young participants to go for direct investment only. That is
Mutual
called
funds.
direct plan in mutual fund.
Okay, one more question, sir. What if fund manager unable to invest wisely? How to figure out that?
Basically, it depends upon his or her performance. Suppose the scheme is on for 5-10 years, you can make out how he has performed, how his scheme has performed. That's the only criteria.
Okay. So, anybody else having any questions? So all of them have given their feedback, and they have appraised and appreciated your sessions. Okay, one more question. Which platform? Is Bitcoin legalized or not?
No, not at all. Not at all. And Chari sir, I keep telling in my session, never think about investing a single penny in Bitcoin till Government of India or RBI gives this a legal status. That's all. I am very clear. I am very clear.
Okay, sir. One question, that is, RBI, is it? I mean, they want some collateral securities.
No,
in
no,
No.
I'm not
No,
aware.
sir, they are asking that whether the debentures are collateral one or not, because Sarfraz, I think he asked about.
Sir, RBI is a central bank of India. Don't worry, your money is 100% safe. It is more than safe.
Safe only.
If RBI fails, that India as such will fail. So don't
Because,
insist
because
for collateral from RBI at least.
Government cannot exactly give the collateral security to the investment made by the public.
No,
As a member of the public,
Sir,
it's not like that.
sir, government guarantee is a sovereign guarantee. RBI
So,
guarantee is a
yes.
sovereign guarantee. Sovereign guarantee is supreme
Sovereign
guarantee.
guarantee.
If
That's
government
what,
fails,
yeah,
then
yeah, adopted.
don't think about anything. Then nothing is safe.
Yes. That's what in case of private sector only it will arise.
Yeah. Only in private sectors, the
will,
security
collateral
and
security
collateral
is also
is important.
important.
Okay, if all the participants are done with that, we'll end the session. Okay. A big thanks to you, sir, Suryakant sir. We have learned so much by attending your speech that I connected deeply to the content. Thank you very much, sir. And many of the participants are from commerce background. They know a little bit of investment plans, but deep knowledge we didn't have, like gold bonds. That, I mean, we have heard that and we have read in the newspapers, but we didn't have the deep knowledge, as you said, how to invest, all that, and the risk packages. All that. Thank you very much, sir. We got knowledge of all that.
Ma'am, one more thing I want to tell here to all the participants. We Indians have a typical habit.
Yes, sir.
That is, Chari sir, we talk too much, we listen too much, we understand too much, but we don't execute the things in our life.
Yes.
So please try to execute something, start something executing in your life. Because only listening and appreciating will have no meaning at all. Please start somewhere something. That is more important.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I mean, after listening to you, we have got some guarantee that our funds are safe. Okay, our investment plans are safe, because we had no guarantee, and even investing in the government, sometimes it is risky. I mean, now, I mean, it's certain that we can invest in a government.
Absolutely, ma'am. Go with free hand. Start investing. Wherever you are comfortable. I am not saying where you should.
Yes, so many plans we come across.
That is why I shared all the schemes of the government, beyond government. I am not saying that you should invest in that scheme or that or those schemes. What I want to emphasize here, please start investing as per your risk appetite. That's all.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Once again, thanks a lot. Now I'll call upon Samiullah Khan, sir, to give a vote of thanks.
Honorable Commissioner, respected director, dignitaries, distinguished guests, and dear participants, On behalf of the government, Giridhar Ram Narayan Institute of Commercial Practice, Bangalore, it is entire fraternity. I take immense pleasure to thank Sri Pradeep Prabhakar, Commissioner, Department of Collegiate Education, and Ravi Chandran, Director of the Department of Technical Education, Government of India, for his unflattering support and confidence in us. He is the backbone of our department and the guiding force for every new step forward. Unfortunately, due to the meeting with the minister in LH, now both the authorities are not available. Anyhow, we can thank you, sir. It is I take immense pleasure to thank Shri Suryakant Sharma, Senior Consultant, AMFI, former DGM, SBI, SEBI. I want to express my sincere gratitude to Sir, who has spared his precious time from his busy schedule to grace on the occasion and enlighten us the innovative ideas on the financial empowerment through the web generation. In this webinar, thank you so much, sir. Sir rightly spoke about the financial literacy, basic financial needs, savings of the individuals, money accumulation, floating financial systems of the middle class people. He discussed various government investment schemes like Public Provident Fund, PPF, NSC, Kisan Vikas Patra, RBI taxable, non-taxable bonds, especially for girl child family less than 10 years, Sukanya Kalyan Samruddhi Yojana, RBI retail direct debenture bonds, which is issued by the NHA with the returns of 7.8%. Thank you, sir. I would take this opportunity to express my deep gratitude to our principal ma'am, Srimati S. Mirabai, for being a constant source of motivation and guiding force in our endeavor and efforts to excel in the field of education. My deep sense of thanks to and appreciation goes to all the participants who were live with us and attended the webinar with a great enthusiasm and made it great success. Last but not least, I would like to thank Mr. Sabras Ahmed for his technical support, because we are not technically sound, sir. Now the Sabras sir has made us to this webinar successful. So once again, thank you one and all for making this webinar to grand success. Thank you.
Mr. Khan, on my behalf and on behalf of MFI, I am thankful to all of you, particularly Principal Ma'am, and the man behind all this session, Mr. Khan, Mr. Chari, respected principal of GPW, and all other senior faculty members and students who have attended this program. And I will be more than happy to come to your institute, Principal Ma'am, at the first opportunity when I visit Bangalore. We will be in touch. And last but not the least, the special thank goes to Mr. Sabjar Ahmed for coordinating this event, and to all the participants for sparing their time. And again, I will pray to all of you, please think seriously about your personal finance management, because that is very, very important. That will only give us prosperity in future. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So you're also invited to our university also.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.